Alright, hello. How's everybody doing today? As per usual, I'm your host, RichieT, also known as Richard T, coming at you live with, once again, like last week, we will be playing some more Vintage Cube. I can't get enough of this format, it's so much fun. Everybody loves the cube, we're still hunting for our first trophy in it, so, we're gonna, we're gonna go ahead and see what I can't do here, but, again, we don't have a deck tech because, we draft our deck, build it on stream. But we do still have our sponsor we need to shout out, momsbasementgames.tcgplayerpro.com. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. But yeah, so momsbasementgames.tcgplayerpro.com is definitely the place you should go to buy all of your singles. If you're looking for any basics or any cards for any format, momsbasementgames.tcgplayerpro.com has you covered. If you're watching on YouTube, you can check down in that description box below for all the links that I'm going to be talking about. But also try to tune in live to our Twitch sometimes and give us a check out. We super appreciate it, and it's always fun to interact with you guys. On top of that, if you're watching live on YouTube, or live on Twitch right now, or on YouTube in the future, thank you. But try to check out our Facebook page, give us a like. Follow us on Twitter at MomsBasementMTG. And also, go back over to our YouTube channel for the best standard, modern, legacy, vintage, commander, pauper, pioneer, and now cube content. On top of that, I would super appreciate it if you gave me a follow on Twitter. My Twitter's at RichardTMTG. I talk magic, memes, League of Legends, music, anything else you want to talk about. Feel free to always hit me up there. I'm always willing to chat. On top of that, if you're looking for any other form of social media to find us on, you can find us on Instagram at momsbasementgames, or you can find me on Instagram at RichieT2196. And with that, I think we're going to go ahead and hop into a vintage cube queue. I would love to join the draft with currently 2 people in it. But yeah, so last time we drafted mono red, and then we drafted like a Splinter Twin deck. And both decks were okay. We 1-2'd with both of them. But, I'm excited to see where today goes. I don't really have anything I plan on drafting. Like I said before, I just kind of go with the flow when I tend to do these kind of things. How do you guys like to vintage cube draft? Do you like to try to stick to an archetype, or do you like to try to flex around a little bit? Taking a little bit for people to get in. I guess it is. We are starting to get a little closer to Christmas, so queues will probably take a little bit longer, which is fine. Do you guys have anything planned for Christmas? I have plans on the 24th and 25th. Not a big vintage cube fan, Siggy? Yeah, no, you said you prefer, like, just normal draft, I remember. Well, this is actually a really good pack, but it's a definite easy Soul Ring. Metalworker's pretty good. Batterskull, Jace, Soul Ring's pretty good. We have my favorite card in the cube, Splinter Twin. Time Spiral is a really powerful card. Dark Ritual, Llanowar Elf. This is actually a really powerful first pack. You find it boring. That's interesting. I find it really fun. I just like how many different ways you can go and like how many powerful cards you get to play with. Like how we're gonna first pick the Soul Ring and not think about it. Curious as if there's anybody I might know in this. We had Numat the Nummy in one of ours earlier, if I remember right. So we're gonna first pick up that Soul Ring. And then what's our next pick? We have a Ajani. Finale's good for the green decks. LED is very good if we want to go into Storm. Trinket Mage keeps us open and is pretty good with our Soul Ring. Dark Petition's very good for Storm. Brain Freeze is a really early Storm win condition, and it's one of the best in Cube. Probably for me at least, doesn't feel like it helps me improve my skills / knowledge. Yeah, I think it's just meant to be more of a fun format. I think we're going to try to force Storm here, and I think we're going to go ahead and take the Brain Freeze here. It's a pretty early Storm win con, but it's one of the best. And LED and Dark Petition or Trinket Mage are the cards I think we're looking to wheel. Alright, we got Tezzeret here, which can go get our Soul Ring. Cryptic's a good card. Welder can make us mana. You know, we're not set to Storm yet. Welder and Jiraga, I think, are the most powerful cards in this pack. Putrid Imp is a good sign for Reanimator. I could see any of these four. I think Tezzeret's the most likely to see play if we play Storm. And I think it's the most flexible and not like build around-y card in the pack. So we're going to go ahead and take Tezzeret. Alright, what do we got here? Frost Titan. Kozilek would be good if we were going into that Reanimator deck. Lotus Cobra's solid ramp. Godless Shrine's decent fixing. So is Selesnya Signet. Think we're going to go ahead and take the Selesnya Signet here. Signets are always very good. LGS said he will either buy or do consignment on my collection. So, since he should know if he is moving or not. Oh, that's cool, dude. Hopefully that all works out for you. Yeah, we're going to take the Signet here. We're not really seeing a lot of Storm cards. Chart of Course is okay. Cabal Ritual is actually really good. So is Electromancer. I like Ritual a little more. Opposition is a really powerful card, but we're kind of away from that. So I think we're going to go ahead and take the Cabal Ritual here. Spellseeker is very good. Lily's okay. Man, the green deck was really open this draft with a pretty late Raphellos. But I think we're going to take the Spellseeker. It's a way to get our win con in Brain Freeze or some extra mana in Cabal Therapy. Or extra Storm in Cabal Ritual. Yeah, looks like we're trying to set up in Storm here. Man, the green deck was so open. I think we're going to take the Blooming Marsh or Gifts. Probably Gifts, actually. We're not even set to necessarily play green. This pack doesn't really have anything for us. 70 split, store credit, and cash. That's not bad. That's a pretty good split. I think we'll take this Reclamation, but I doubt we'll play it. It's either Daze or Llanowar Elves here. Daze is a free spell. Llanowar Elves a little extra mana. I think we'll take the Llanowar Elves. Ooh, we wield the Trinket Mage. The Goblin Welder's an option. So these are like our options right now. We'll take Kozilek in case we need an extra win con. We're not even like there's a chance we go Artifact, not even Storm. Maybe we should have wheeled or swapped into the green deck, but I felt like Storm seemed pretty solid. We'll see. Waiting for everyone to finish. Ballista, Animate Dead. Pelucranos. Desperate Ritual is pretty solid. Ponder and Thing in the Ice are also pretty good. The rituals are really important, but we're not even set to necessarily play red. And I think that's more likely to wheel than like a Ponder. So I think we're going to go ahead and take the Ponder here. Ooh, Ashiok is one of my favorite cards in Cube. Seal is very good, though. It's either Seal or Ashiok. I can't pass up an Ashiok. Oh, and then we get the Creeping Tar Pit on the next pick. Although, I think Ritual is the better card. I really want to try to splash this Ashiok. Probe's pretty good. Signet's really good. I think we just like need more mana for when we try to set up to combo, so we're going to go ahead and take the Signet. Might even make like a red splash free. There's a chance we wheel Probe. This is kind of a powerful pack, too. We're definitely not wheeling a Signet, though. Manamorphose isn't bad if we splash one of those two colors. Duress is solid. Chrome Mox is a free spell. I think we're going to take the Chrome Mox here. Or 1,000 Year Storm. We don't really have a lot of spells yet, though. I think it's the Chrome Mox and maybe wheel 1,000 Year Storm. Like, there's a chance we still go the Artifact deck. Yogg-Will's huge, actually. It's not even a thought. We're, like, definitely playing black now. Palinchron with a mana doubler goes infinite. There's a chance we play that. I think that's, like, the most likely card. We can just, like, move these green cards over because it's pretty unlikely we would play green. Gotta silence my phone really quick. Sorry about that. Opponents are really thinking about their picks here. Yeah, Yogg-Will is huge because it's so easy to win with it. Waiting on another pick still. Alright, we got a Botanical Sanctum. Ooh, Yawgmoth's Bargain. Bargain and Turnabout are both really good cards. But I think the Bargain is the better card. Suppose there's a world where we maybe still splash red. There's a chance we play some hand disruption. More likely we play Seething Song if we splash red than playing Tasigur, I think. I will play a Scarab God if I have to. Manamorphose if we play red. Free. Wall of Blossoms probably not seeing any play in this deck. So we're slowly becoming a Storm deck. Getting that Yogg-Will was huge, and the bargain was huge. They're both like insanely powerful for this. Ooh, ooh, mmm. This is the pack we've been wanting to be in everything. Mana Flare is a reason to go red. Mana doublers are huge. Academy is great. We already have 4 artifacts and a card that tutors for it. Underground Sea is like the perfect dual land. Emery's super good because we have a lot of artifacts. And Fire and Ice is a very good card. We're not going to see another one of these lands, so we need to make our pick count. Academy does give us an out to going infinite with Palinchron. If Academy ever makes 4 mana, it goes infinite with Palinchron. Yeah, I'm in for that. Wishclaw Talisman, Portal. I think I'm leaning towards Talisman there. Wheel is a very good red card. Impulse is good. Think we'll take Impulse. Wishclaw can just be like a risky card. Oof, that's rough. Oh, Talisman is an artifact, though. I actually think Talisman was the pick. I didn't think about Talisman being an artifact. Clamp is really good. Bayou's not that great. Cruise is solid. So is Lava Claw Reaches. I think we're going to take the Cruise, though. We're pretty far off from splashing red. Pretty easily in business for a draw 3. Bribery's a good backup. Looter can help set up. Volk is a good mana fixer, but I think we just want to bribery him. Gives us a good alternate win con. Really like this Thran Dynamo here. Just more mana. Because, like, the way Vintage Storm goes is you, like, wait until the last turn. That way you build up as much mana as possible and then try to combo off. Do we have a combo with Time Warp? No. Not really, anyways. Counterspell or Time Warp? Time Warp or Counterspell? I think I want Counterspell. Although Time Warp with a couple Planeswalkers is sick. Yeah, we'll take it. Ooh, Upheaval. Upheaval seems sick for this deck. We have so much mana. Yeah, I'm in for an Upheaval. can take Fumarole and maybe play red. Ooh, Emery Wield. Definitely in on the Emery. There's a chance we board in Mazavith against aggro. Oh, we're definitely in there on the red splash now. Makes our deck a lot more powerful too. And we get to play Bolas then. I'm in. I'm greedy, dude. So what's our weakest cards? Screw it. We'll put these two in because I think we might play those if we play the Time Warp. Alright, now to figure out what exactly we drafted. Alright. So we're going to try to be Grixis. Like Grixis Stormish deck almost. But with Ashiok as another win con. Maybe the Scarab God is too cute. Like, what do we have to win the game? Palinchron, Bolas, Tezzeret. Yeah, I don't actually think we need the Scarab God. Went on a tear this morning in Pioneer. That's awesome. What were you playing? Were you playing Feather still? I don't actually think this Goblin Welder makes it. We don't really have any way to get artifacts in the graveyard. Plus that lightens our red splash a little bit. Nice. I think blue-white's really good, actually. Really good in Pioneer right now. What's our last cut? I think we actually want to cut like 2 cards. Maybe the Upheaval's not that great. But we have a lot of mana. Maybe the Palinchron's too cute because we only have one way to go infinite with it. And that's having 4 of our 5 artifacts in play plus 6 to 7 lands. Yeah, I think the Palinchron's too cute. And then what's the last cut? Spellseeker's like insane in this deck, actually. I refuse to cut Ashiok because she's like one of my favorite cards. I think we need 16 lands for the sake of our mana base. Maybe it's one of these. Maybe it's like the Desperate Ritual. Yeah. I think this might be our weakest card here. Makes our splash really weak. Or makes our splash like pretty good. It's only Manamorphose, Seething Song, Nico Bolas. So like maybe we play a mountain for 4 red sources. Sort by color. These are both red. There's no reason we need this, so let's start by doing this and seeing where we look. That puts us at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 black sources. I guess we're not that black heavy actually. And that puts us at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 blue. I think we can actually trim an island and add in 1 more swamp. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Gives us 10 blue sources. This is just like a completely off-color signet for mana. They concede after back-to-back rituals. Then casualties of war times 2. That sounds pretty fun, actually. We have our 4 red sources, which should be plenty. 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 black. Yeah, I think this is the deck. It's definitely not the best, but I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. We kind of got our mind set on Storm early because of the brain freeze, and I think there might have been another Storm drafter. I think we were actually supposed to be like either the green drafter or maybe the artifact drafter. I think there's room to go into both archetypes. I think this deck's gonna be a lot of fun to play, so hit our opponent with the GLHF. I would like to be on the play. Yeah, this hand's great. Turn 2 Thran Dynamo. Now we just need to find stuff to do with everything. We have all 3 colors of our mana. Go Soul Ring. Pass. Concealed Courtyard into Thoughtseize. That's rude. I like my cards, opponent. Opponent takes the Yogwell. Ooh. We're gonna get partying. Forget the Thran Dynamo. Milled Lily of the Veil, Swamp, and Hero's Downfall. Opponent's playing Esper. Start by Ashiocking our opponent. Then we will go ahead and try to Ponder. Time Warp, Upheaval, Spellseeker. I think we're in for these. We'll go like this, this, this. No. Play our land. Play Thran Dynamo and pass. And we are off to the races, as the kids may say. Alright, we're going to plus our Ashiok on our opponent again. Put this tapped and attempt a time warp. Alright. We're going to Ashiok our opponent. We're going to go ahead and upheaval. Yeah. Alright, this deck is sweet. Gotta love the old Splashiok. So our opponent is playing some type of control deck. I don't think Bribery is going to be great against control. I think I'd rather have like the Scarab God. Just as like a beater. Yeah, I think we're just gonna do that change. Scarab God's another hard card for control to beat, so we're gonna go ahead and try it like this. Well, we have the Soul Ring on one. We cannot cast a spell, but if we draw a blue source, we are in there. Come on, blue source. Papa needs an island off the top. Come on, island. Dang. It's kind of unfortunate, but it was kind of the risk with this hand, is we don't really do a whole lot if we don't draw a blue source. Ooh, there we go. Alright, let's get our Ashiok on. Oh, we hit the hero's downfall again. What do we do with the Spell Seeker? Knight or Questing Beast? Depends. What are we deciding it between for? I should have grabbed the ponder and left the island up, actually. But I think we'll take the ritual here. Yeah, because ponder could have tried to dig us to our red source. A bigger body and a control shell. I think I like Knight if you're going control. But if you're going more mid-range, probably Questing Beast. Are we just green-black, or are we like Soul Tie? Opponent takes our ritual. Come on, give me a land. Just green-black, I would probably go with Questing Beast. That's unfortunately not a land. We'll go to combat. We'll attack the Jace for 1. And we will they'll choose the draw card. Opponent's back in the old think tank. Plays a Signet. And then tries the pass, but we will cast Gifts Ungiven, targeting them. I think we'll grab Mountain. Wandering Fumarole. Lava Claw reaches. And what's the last card we grab here? I suppose Chrome Mox? I can get... probably is it Signet. Maybe we grab Mountain, Chrome Mox, is it Signet? And then... maybe you don't even grab Mountain. Maybe grab is it Signet, Chrome Mox. I think we do grab the Mountain. Then maybe Treasure Cruise? Yeah, we're gonna grab these 4. Gifts is not an easy card to resolve, that's for sure. The reasoning why I decided to go with this is I really don't want a tapped land here. Because it's... Maybe the cruise could have been a tap land and it would have been fine. But I didn't want to get like a tap land. Get like 2 tap lands. Because that just like plays really slow. To where this... they either have to give me an untapped red source in Chrome Mox or Mountain. Or they have to give me... Like, I think if I were them, I'd probably give me Signet Cruise. Because that just, like, plays for a slower game, which I think is what they want. But Cruise is also just a very powerful card. I suppose if I took... Goes with Signet Chrome Mox. Okay. Ooh. That's a draw. One, two, three. 1. Can we play Ashiok off that? Because that's what I really want to do. 2, 3. Play a Soul Ring. Soul Ring into Signet. Makes blue exile. Actually, we can. So, Yogg will. Into Soul Ring. Play Mountain for the next turn. Filter this into a Signet. Play this. Choose to exile Yogg Bargain. Cast Ashiok. Not a bad turn. Ashiok you. Attack. Really ahead on board. And we just have like 3 gas cards in our hand. If we draw a land, we get to double spell next turn. That lets us double spell technically. Attack. I suppose if they let this resolve, we get to double spell too. Untap these. Black, black, black. Cast Bolas. Plus Bolas. Opponent cast Gifts Ungiven. Gifts is such a fun and good card. Interesting that they would gifts before resolving Bolas. I guess we have less information this way. Man, this deck is sweet though. It's played more like a ramp deck than it has a storm deck, but I'm sure there are hands where we'll storm off. While our opponent is trying to figure out gifts ungiven, let me remind you guys that we do monthly giveaways here on Mom's Basement streams. They're a Reanimator deck. Good to know. Iona, Frantic Search, Oblivion Ring. It's to put into their graveyard. Well, we're putting Oblivion Ring into your graveyard. And I think Frantic Search. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. I think that was the right call. Opponent gets rid of a Shriek Maw. We will play our land and then pass. Let's see what you got, opponent. Karn. That's pretty good. What do we have that this Tezzeret can get? Poop. It doesn't save your deck. Wait, if I minus this, we win the game, right? Interesting plays by our opponent. But, yeah, our deck felt sweet. We didn't really do the storm thing. Play a bunch of good cards. GLHF opponent. This hand seems kind of slow. Like we don't do anything until 4. So we're going to go ahead and mull. But yeah, this hand looks a lot better. So I know we're keeping... I think we send back the island, actually. Opponent goes island pass. I want to play an island and pass. Our opponent will play an island and then what's this guy's name again? Porcelain Legionnaire. I will play an Is It Signet. Maybe they're a Tinker deck? Signet Plateau to Fairy. -4 Tezzeret and grab 3 in Dynamo. Take 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go to 1, go to 2, play a Signet. Yeah, I think this is the upheaval turn. Well, that's rude. Smuggler's Copter. I think we're getting V-clicked here. No, I don't actually know what this is. Oh, we are getting V-clicked. I guess I just didn't see him put the 2 blue in. This matchup seems a little harder for us. They're a bit more aggressive. Aggressive and counter magic. Oh, we will. 6, 9. We are dead. Languish seems good here. What's not good here? I think Bribery's slow here. I think we might want the Scarab God here too. I think Ashiok might not actually be that good here. As much as I love her, I think we might just want to like be able to get to the board more. I also think this is probably a maze of Ith matchup. Maybe this is a matchup where we actually just don't want red in our deck. I know this seems kind of weird, but The reasoning why I think we do this is we don't really have time for tap lands in this matchup. Yeah, I think we're gonna try this. I know this... Did we take out the Bolas? Oh my gosh. We left the Bolas in. I'm goofy. Ooh. This hand is not goofy, though. This hand's really good. Island, Soul Ring, go. Go ahead, opponent. Well, that's rude. Probably should just have, like, the bribery in our deck still. Opponent's gonna brainstorm. Cast the Signet and then cast the Shield Breaker, I assume. And we'll just pass. We'll languish next turn, I think. Copter. That's not good with languish. I think we're gonna do it here so that way they have to play a creature if they want to crew the Copter. I know it doesn't seem good, but I really might cast Yogg Bargain next turn. Five mana for Teferi. Teferi actually like doesn't seem that good in their deck. Alright, back to us. Attempt a bargain. Well, that makes me sad. I guess I like just might have enough stuff to do with Teferi. Narset. Seems weird to spell pierce it if you're gonna play Narset, so I think that's the card they drew this turn. Yeah, I mean, I think we just have to try to do something. Attempt to upheaval. Of course they have a counter spell. Yeah. And this is just like a really good tempo deck, so that it just seems like it'd be an awful matchup for us. Cheap counters, cheap threats. What you got, opponent? Minus Narset. Finds a remand. Casts Shrine of Burning Rage and Lodestone Golem. And Emery. Man, their turns have been way better than ours. Not even willing to loot. Let's attempt a Cabal Ritual. Let's attempt a Cabal Ritual. Brain freeze you. Same targets. Go ahead. Alright, we might have stole this game out. They have to be able to kill us this turn. The good old brain freeze for 12. I told you we'd storm off eventually. Oh. Well, that's depressing. Mere Battlesphere. I wonder if we were supposed to wait a turn. Well, we were definitely supposed to wait a turn then, but... I guess we really didn't have... I guess I would have drawn a card, though. Yeah, I guess if we, like, wait a turn, we probably win the game. I just didn't think about the Teferi Tuck. We can draw Ashiok and win this game. That's our out, is finding Ashiok. I didn't think about Narset. So, I guess... I think the brain freeze play was actually correct the more I think about it. Because... We're like not getting to a point where we can cast another spell within enough time. So we brain freeze there, and then we shuffle with the ponder, and I think that's our route to potentially win. Yeah, we'll keep this. Because we shuffle and we try to get one more look on our next turn for... We might not have even had another turn, so I guess... Actually, yeah, we probably didn't. But... Nonetheless, that ponder was supposed to be a shuffle, I'm pretty sure. Not really looking for any of these. It's not bad. Old turn 1 workshop. Mox Pearl. Wait, I am in Vintage Cube, not actual Vintage, right? Ballista, Fruit. I'll play a tap land and say go. Mountain. Bolas. Well, if we draw land next turn, we are still in business. What you got, opponent? Pump Ballista. Come on, deck. Give me one time. One time on tap land. We just need a land, and I think we're like really in this game. This is rough. Well, we hit some blockers. I assume our opponent takes the turn off to kill Ashiok. Interesting. I wonder why they didn't just pump. That's a pretty good reason. That's unfortunate. Kinda just needed a land and we were like very in that game. I think our deck's very good for this matchup though. They just kind of had the more powerful start, and we just kind of didn't get to play Magic because we were a mana short the whole time. Hmm. Yeah, I don't think we really want to change anything. Mm. I think we're supposed to mold this. Sounds better. Put the fumarole on bottom. Opponents pausing for dramatic effect. Oh, we're facing an MTG Traders person. Well, while we wait for MTG Traders, I want to make sure to let everybody know to pick up their Magic the Gathering singles from momsbasementgames.tcgplayerpro.com. Always works. Whenever you need someone to do something, just go ahead and hop over to a shill really quick. Cast this Ponder. I don't really want these other cards. Mountain or an island. Knight's Whisper. Shh. Alright, we're doing this the slow and steady way, it seems like. Academy Room. Filter into a black and a red. Wow, good. Mill you with Ash. Go ahead. Ashiok you. Got the mill on. So as I was saying, momsbasementgames.tcgplayerpro.com is the best place to buy your Magic the Gathering singles. If you're looking for anything from snow-covered lands to full art Zendikar lands, momsbasementgames.tcgplayerpro.com has you covered. On top of that, if you're watching this on YouTube in the future, you can also check out our Twitch channel, which is Mom's Basement Streams, if you ever want to join us live and have fun interacting with us like Siggy Stardust does. On top of that, anybody listening now or watching on YouTube in the future, you guys should definitely give us a like on our Facebook page, follow us on Twitter at MomsBasementMTG, and also check out our YouTube channel for more amazing content. So they let the Ashiok mill happen. Then we'll attempt a Trinket Mage. Yes, I would. I would like to get a Soul Ring. And then pass the turn. I'll vote Homage. I would like to keep my board, as a matter of fact. Opponent Emery's back in O-Stone. We'll go ahead and Ashiok them. What if we Seething Song, go to 5. I'm trying to see if there's a way to Tezzeret and Time Warp this turn. So 5. We have 2, 3, 4. No, because there's no way. Oh wait, Chrome Mox. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I like that. Tezzeret. Oh, we can get Is It Signet too. Yeah, I like getting Is It Signet. Let's do the Time Warp again. Land. We'll put the Worm Coil back in. Go to combat. Attack for 2. Plus with no targets. And pass to them. I'll vote Carnage this time, since you didn't. Academy for the opponent. Treachery their Worm Coil. Well, that's rude. Maybe we were supposed to put the well, no. Yikes. Well, this game took a turn out of nowhere. Our Tezzeret to get a Signet, so we have more mana for if we try to storm off. Man, I went from thinking they were going to have to blow up Stone to being very, very behind. Yeah, I wonder if we don't put the ground to play how better of a spot we're in. Because then the only thing they can treachery is our tree. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, we found it. 1, 2, 3. Cast Chrome Mox, Exile Emery. Use a blue to Spell Seeker. Grab Brain Freeze. Brain Freeze you. Alright, I think we pulled this game out unless they have an Eldrazi in their deck. Alright, wow. Can't believe we found a way to win that. The good old value Storm win con. Oh my god, we're so lucky. Our opponent didn't see that we weren't dead. Or that they weren't dead. They could have Academied to put a land or put an artifact on top of their deck. I seen it like literally last second. Wow, what that's fortunate. think I should have brought in the welder last time, because I think, like, we can do welder tricks, actually. I don't know, our deck seems good here, though. Maybe not. Yeah, we're just gonna run it back, actually. I think this hand's kind of slow. We need an island, but... or an artifact. Mountain go. We will go lava claw riches instead. Ooh, that is in fact an island. That is in fact a mox from our opponent. And a Corsi portal. Trinket Mage. Grab Soul Ring and pass. I'll vote Carnage. Mana Crypt from our opponent. Wow. Their deck is really good. Inferno Titan's not bad. Ashiok's a solid one here. So Soul Ring. Bribery you. Frost Titan's kind of funny here. I think I actually like the Frost Titan. I'll vote Carnage. Signet. O-Stone. Let's go to combat. to Ashiok. Milieu. And Spellseeker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll grab the ritual here. I'll vote Carnage. Five mana. Blow up O-Stone. Ballista for 2. 1, 2, 3. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. 'Maybe I was supposed to tap the O-Stone. Really needed a land there. Oh, wait. We don't have double blue. Darn. If we had double blue, we actually, like, could reset with upheaval, but we're just dead. Our opponent's deck was sweet, though. Womp womp. Oh well, let's go ahead and hop into another vintage cube. Wow, 8 or 7 players already. That was quick. Alright, and we're in. What do we got here? Academy Ruins isn't bad. Ooh, I love first picking a Kiki Jiki. Mana Vault is a really good, like, big mana card. I think it's like Kiki Jiki or Mana Vault. I think Mana Vault keeps us pretty open. Kiki Jiki does go into one of my favorite decks. But I think this is very similar to, like, the Twin Soul Ring pick. Where, while Twin is very Twin slash Kiki is powerful, Mana Vault is powerful and goes into, like, everything. Oh, GM Tron, he's one of the leaderboard, top on the leaderboards. He's in our pod. Ooh, what? We wheeled a Mox? I wonder what they took then. Alright, well, this is going to be a fun deck. This Mana Flare, this is actually a pretty solid pack for a lot of things. If this wasn't here, I think I'd take the Llanowar Elves, but we're definitely taking the Mox. Looks like we're going to be drafting probably something artifacty again. So yeah, let's go ahead and lock in this Pearl here. What a way to start a Vintage Cube draft. Mana Vault into Mox Pearl. There's a chance we like just don't play the Mana Vault or the Pearl and we go like mono red, mono white, something boring like that. Really depends on like what else we see in the packs. Like we're very open because we just took like 2 very powerful cards. Portal's really good for the artifact deck. Ritual is good for Storm. Mom's good for aggro. I think we're going to go to the Portal. I think we're actually going to try to like set up for the artifact deck this game. Maybe get Workshop if we see it. Portal with Mana Vault is broken because you can play like a turn 2 Portal. And you just get like a one-sided Howling Mine, so I think that's the pick here. Sphinx isn't bad. Gideon's good. Hangerback keeps us open. Jace draws us cards. I think Elvish Mystic is the most powerful card in this pack, and I think what we're going to go with. Even if we're not like the green ramp deck, just like being a green-based ramp deck is very powerful in this format, so go ahead and take the Armageddon. This might be a really good Geddon deck. We could go Burning. Burning is really good in these decks. Thran Dynamo just like keeps with the mana synergy. I think we'll go with Thran Dynamo, but there's a lot of different ways you could go with this pack. We're definitely going really big mana here. Chrome Mox is good. Plow Under's okay. We do have the Mystic. Chrome Mox is awkward if we don't have a lot of colored cards, actually. Tooth and Nail is actually what I think we want. It's like Tooth and Nail or Tropical Island. And I think I might actually want the Trop. Tooth and Nail is kind of a replaceable effect. Baneslayer, Garruk. Kozilek seems sweet because we're a really big mana deck from the looks of it. Memory Jar is not bad. Nykthos isn't bad. Turnabout seems sweet, but I don't really know that. We want to go Storm. Yeah, I think we're going to take our first fatty in Kozilek. Emrakul's pretty good. Ooh, Lodestone Golem is exactly what we want. Although we could be a Show and Tell deck. But I think this is just like the shapings of a perfect Lodestone Golem deck. So while it pains me to pass Show and Tell and Emrakul, I think we're going to take the Lodestone. Ruins is very good in the mono brown deck. Shardless Agent is pretty good. We do have an Elf and a Trop we picked up. I think we'll take the Ruins. O-Stone's solid. Never upset to play an O-Stone. Kaya is okay. I think we're more likely to play Pulse out of any of these cards, though. So we'll just put Pulse in the side. We'll take a Blast Zone. If we don't have many colors, we can play that as a land. Ooh. I'm very into getting in this deck if we can. So these are the cards we know we're playing. And then we can potentially go into green, white, blue, or black. We could go Hate Bears potentially. Port's another really good colorless land. Okay, I kind of like where this is starting. Very big mana. With the Mox, the Mana Vault, and the Thran Dynamo. Got a couple different ways we could go on, like a splash if we're interested. Got some good utility lands. So we're off to a solid start. What are we looking to open? More mana or powerful spells. Like that's the thing about like the deck like this is ooh. When there's something strange in the neighborhood, who you gonna call? Black Lotus. We did it, boys. We opened the Lotus. Gotta take a screenshot of this. Gonna definitely snap off that Lotus. If it wasn't here, we would probably be taking like the Ulamog. Maybe actually probably the Oracle of Moldiah. I think we'd take Oracle. We are snapping off a Black Lotus here. Alright. Avenger, Blightsteel, Mishra's Factory is pretty good. I think we're going to go with the Signet here, though. Just, again, more ramp. Our payoffs can come around. We're not even set on another color yet. So, I'm pretty happy just, like, developing our plan. Maybe making our mana a little better. If we get, like, a couple white splashes, like, maybe we get, Selesnya Signet, then we can play, like, the Thalia Armageddons. Ravages of War is another white Geddon effect. Think we're gonna take the Geddon. Wildfire is very good, but we're nowhere near wanting to splash red. Karn Scion of Urza is pretty good. We do have a lot of artifacts. Maybe that's actually the pick. Yeah, I think it might actually be Karn. Man, I can't believe we opened up the Lotus. That's crazy. I think of our splashes, white is currently the most likely. So we can take a Wall of Omens for like early blocking. We could take Nahiri. I'd rather splash one color. Although Nahiri is a good removal spell in WinCon. Yeah, we'll put the Nahiri in the side. Gideon's solid. Lotus Bloom is pretty good. More mana. We're pretty unlikely to be Jeskai. But I could see taking the Spire Bluff here. Could also see taking the Day of Judgment, or the Lyra, or the Gideon. I think we'll take the One of the white cards. Probably the Gideon. Geisty Goo. Adanto. There's a green-black duel. Probably the most likely card we'd play. We're not set on playing like any of these other colors even. Like we could maybe take a Terminus. But I think the payoff's higher for taking a Blooming Marsh. Mutavault solid. Enlightened Tutor's really good in our deck. Yeah. I think we're snapping off the Enlightened Tutor here. Ooh. If we play blue, we can Mindslaver Academy Ruins, people. Plateau's really good for Nahiri, but I think we're in for the Mindslaver, and I think that puts us into playing the Academy Ruins. Banishing Light solid. I think white's our best splash so far. Maybe it's Excavator, actually. It goes well with Blast Zone. Land tax. I think we just take a factory here. Get to get a lot of utility out of our land base. Ooh. Green-white's a very good land to hit here. Could potentially help us splash 3 colors. The Wall is probably the best card. Although Inkwell's a pretty good payoff. We'll take Inkwell and think about it. I don't think we're anywhere near playing black, so we'll take a Lyra. Potentially playable. Maybe we play an Adanto Vanguard, but it's really unlikely. Alright, so we know what we're doing. We still have to figure out our colors. We're going to for sure play blue. I can tell you that right now. Because there's no way we're not playing Academy Ruins Mindslaver. I think right now our next best support, like, we might even be 3 colors, even if we don't get that great of mana. Because our splashes are kind of free-ish. Like, right now we're splashing green and blue. That's a library. It's also a strip mine to go with a Ramunap Excavator. That's the Crucible. Jesus. So it's Library, Crucible, Basalt Monolith, Strip Mine are the cards we're looking at here. Temple Garden's insane. Actually, Temple Garden's insane for our deck. I just don't think I can pass a Library of Alexandria, though, and, like, look at myself in the mirror with this deck. I suppose Thirst is pretty good, but I think Thirst is lower than Basalt Monolith. I'm taking the Library, dude. Ooh, Balance. We're nowhere near Dak Faden. Yeah. Balance seems pretty lit for our deck. Sealed is pretty good mana fixing. So is Botanical Sanctum. So is Avacyn's Pilgrim, actually. Pilgrim fixes better than Mystic, I think. Yeah, I'm land for Pilgrim. We can go really big. We don't have any way to combo with Palancron. I think I like the idea of going really big. Wrath of God is solid. Breeding Pool is really good. Oh, we're an insane upheaval deck, actually. Yeah, we're gonna be an upheaval deck. So we have like 13 cards we know for sure we're playing. And I think we're playing all 3 of our green cards. So that's 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. We're actually kind of light on playables. Which is weird, because I felt like we've been taking playables pretty highly. But we do have kind of a lot of lands. But I don't think we've like passed anything super exciting. I'll tell you what is super exciting. A Tinker. We are definitely a Tinker deck. So we will get this Inkwell Leviathan in here, and we will take this Tinker. I don't like the idea of having an uncastable Bolas' Citadel in our deck, but it's tempting. I think we take the moat here. Like all of our things can't get around moat, but I think we're a pretty good moat deck. Elspeth is pretty good. Gifts is pretty good. Ballista's pretty good. Looter is pretty good. I think we'll take the Ballista. Crucible and Strip Mine wield and Temple Garden wield. I think I need to be able to cast my spells, unfortunately. I'm going to take this High Tide off the off chance to somehow get Palancron. I mean, I'll play the wall. Alright, so if we put everything we like want to play in first. That's a 17 land deck right now. I'll actually play it. So I think this is our deck. The Emrakul is kind of awkward because it's a lot of mana. We might just want to get some more white cards in. Like, take out Emrakul, put in Gideon. Sorry about that. So the only thing I'm trying to figure out is if we want to play this Lyra. or if we want to play the Thalia. Our deck seems sweet, though. Is this excavator, like, what all do we have for this excavator? Is it just blast zone? Yeah. Alright, maybe we don't play the excavator, we play the Lyra. And then is there anything we play the Thalia over? I don't think so. I think everything else is more powerful than Thalia. I think Thalia can actually be kind of awkward for us. So we're playing Ruins. Library. Wildwood, Temple Garden, Tropical Island. Blast. What if we play Blast Zone, Factory, and Port? Then we get 8 lands for colors. That should be fine. 2, 2, 4. 2, 3. 3 is not enough blue. I would like at least 6 blue, I think. 1. So I kind of want like 5 islands. This might not. Man, this mana base might be harder than I thought. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry about that again. So use this with 3 lands, which would be 1, 2, 3, 7. 4, so that's 9. So it's already 1 land over. And then green, we probably need what, like 1, 2. We need like 2 sources, so. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We need to add like 11 lands. So hold on a minute. So if I want 2 forests, 4, and then 5 here, we have to take out 3 colorless lands, which would be the factory, the port, and the blast zone. So we don't really get much utility out of our mana base, but I think this is what we want. I think this lets us cast our spells. Oh, but is 4 enough for turn 1 elf, actually? Oh, no, it's 5. Yeah, 5 is fine. Yeah. I think we're going to try this. This is a weird deck, but it looks really fun. Really powerful. HF. This hand's busted. This hand's a turn 2 Gideon. Or a turn 1 Lodestone Golem. Draga Tree Speaker. You got it. And go to combat. Attack for 5. Go ahead. Steve. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can't play anything, so we'll just go to combat. Attack for 5. Opponent's gonna block sack. Put this into play tapped and pass. Opponent's in the tank. Next turn we can play our portal, start drawing some extra cards. Unfortunately, turn 1 Lodestone Golem's not the best against mana dorks, but still powerful nonetheless. Oracle of Dooley Dooley. Alright, I will go to combat. I will attack my opponent for 5. Coercive Portal. Oh, we could have played that last turn because it's an artifact. Opposition's not very good for us. Nissa, who shakes the world. I will not. I'll vote Carnage. Darn, it didn't. I will attempt to attack you for 5. Opponent's really tanking about if it's worth trading his land or not. decides to. We will then play Gideon. We'll minus Gideon to destroy the tree speaker. Try to neuter some of our opponent's mana. Opponent plays Fauna Shaman. Opposition, I assume. Yep. Attacks for 5. We'll take it. End of turn, we will Enlighten Tutor. Suppose we could get a moat here. I actually like moat. I would like to vote Carnage. It's not bad. Moat. Go ahead, opponent. Alright, now we get to play the sitting game. This has been a very cubish game, that's for sure. Thran Dynamo from the opponent. Yep, all your tapping resolves, opponent. I would like to vote Carnage. I think we Armageddon. Maybe I was wrong because of the Nissa. guess if Nissa ultimates though, the Armageddon does nothing anyways, which was my thought. This just seems like a bad Armageddon matchup. Perfect draw. Now I think we lose. Our moat was our protection. So they play 4. They play 6 forests, is all. I would like to vote Carnage. I guess that's what probably could have gotten us back into the game. Their deck seems busted, though. Josh told me that I need to elk the... Yeah, that I need to elk the Black Lotus. Well, what do we want to do against this deck? I don't think this is a Geddon matchup. I think this is an excavator matchup. I think we can probably board out a plane to bring in the blast zone to go with it. Yeah, I think we're going to try this. I am going to go to the bathroom really quick, though, so I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. I apologize about that. Alright, let's go ahead and click submit. I would like to be on the play. What does this hand do? Nothing? It plays an Avacyn's Pilgrim after regrowthing my Black Lotus to play a Gideon on turn 2. Alright, we found out what the hand does. So we Black Lotus. We crack Lotus for green. We regrowth Lotus. Wait, this is a turn 1 Gideon actually. I think I like getting the elf down though. Bam. We essentially turned our regrowth into a forest. Soul Ring from our opponent. Ooh. I think getting old Gids down is better though. Looks like a turn 2 opposition. No. Alright, we're gonna zero him and get in there. Attack for 7. Factor Fiction. Well, this does nothing. These kind of do the same. What if we do like this, I think? Because this doesn't really do anything. This is the most powerful card. These take setup, but put him more mana ahead of this. Then he like definitely takes this pile. Because he doesn't have green mana. Is this Factor Fiction, I think? So you separate green mana versus the other cards. What if we 4-1 this? That seems greedy. What if we split the green mana? No. Yeah, I think this is the best Factor Fiction pile. Factor Fiction is such a fun card, but really hard to resolve under pressure. I think this is the pile. Okay, so he took the acceleration over the green mana. Which means he might even just have green mana and just played it like that. Which, like, if so, sure, we kind of got baited, but I think I'm supposed to play like he doesn't have green there. Hey, nice to see you back, man. Drafted a pretty sweet deck this time, but our opponent's deck's also really sweet. We've had Lotus turn 1 both games. Trinket Mage from our opponent. Wonder what they're gonna get. And they get a top and they spin the top. Down a league. Heck yeah, dude. Your deck sound pretty sweet. Rituals plus Armageddons. Darn, our opponent found the green source. We too found a land. Unfortunately, it's not the color we're looking for. I think we're zeroing the Gids and firing in with him. We are the beatdown. I just love the card Factor Fiction. Card is so sweet. Really glad they put it into Modern. Okay, opponent, I see you. We will play a Lodestone Golem. Then we will plus Gideon and target my opponent. Make it to where their creatures have to attack us. I actually think I was supposed to zero Gideon because of the prevent damage clause. Huh. Here's the Nature's Claim we knew they had from Foth. Our opponents just had Nissa every game. I think we're pretty dead. Their deck just kind of seems like a better version of ours. Golos. Man, we kind of got bodied these games. Like, we looked really ahead, but then we weren't. I think that's the power of the green decks, though. They do what the artifact deck does, but a little bit more consistently. Like, sure, we had the Nutty Lotus start, but it just, like, doesn't matter now because we're buried. Guess we just try to buy us more turns. Don't really know what we're trying to buy into, but we'll try it. Suppose a moat would be pretty solid. Upheaval's actively bad for us. Opponent spins their top right round, baby, right round. Like a record, baby. Right round, round, round. Yep, Gideon is in fact dead. Survival of the fittest. Well, we have one more draw to potentially get out of this somehow. Don't know what we're hoping to draw, but we're gonna see what it could be. Edric. Yeah, you go ahead and draw your 6 cards, opponent. This is so dumb. My opponent's just back to 7 cards in hand. Alright. We're done. The card wasn't going to help us anyways. Our opponent's deck, much more grande than ours. But that's okay. Because, this deck's sweet. Waiting on an opponent. Any F&M plans for tomorrow? I know I'll be at Pando. Still trying to get ready for Columbus at the beginning of the year. I'd like to be on the play. Sounds pretty good. Play a Mana Vault on turn 1 and pass. I would not like to pay. Pass it on to the opponent. Yikes. I don't blame you there. I've taken Magic a lot less seriously and a lot more chill than what I've taken it for a long time this past holiday break. So our opponent put El Gristle Brando in the graveyard. Kinda makes me want to get him. And then play a Ballista for 1. Get your reanimating out of here. Curses, they had the land. Attack for 1. Our opponent just has it still. And they pay life. They're fearless. Looks like Esper Reanimator over there. We will play an O-Stone. And we will not attack for 1, because that's a Gristlebrand. You know, I'm no expert, but I'm starting to feel pretty dead. I would like to put a counter on Ballista. I will not pay. Land. Attack for 2. I will declare no blocks. I will do 2 damage to you. And I will then sacrifice Oblivion Stone. Then I assume you will get the Gristlebrand back. Yep. And I assume I am dead. Yep. Fun games, fun games. Lyra doesn't seem like she does a lot. Thalia does. Nature's Claim might be good here. I think we don't have time for the Kozilek in this matchup. We'll bring in the Nature's Claim as an answer to those troublesome artifact or enchantment removal or enchantment reanimate spells like Animate Dead. Ballista doesn't seem to get that great. We can probably bring in the Excavator. And I think we definitely want to trim a plains for a forest. Did you win? I looked away. I did not win. I got stomped by Reanimator. Don't really know that we're going to have time to library, so I think we'll bring in the blast zone. And I think this is what we're going to run. Yeah, let's try this. I would like to be on the play. This hand is great. We have a turn 2 Thalia. We have a turn 2 sideboard. How do we lose? Back to us. I would not like to pay. I would like to make you pay for Thalia, though. You're looting. I would not like to pay. I would, however, like to go to combat, attack for 2. Then play a Thran Dynamo. Alright, so we have our mana online. Now we just need our spells. The old hard cast chart, of course. Pay to untap. Then we'll rock the moat, rock the moat, rock the moat, baby. Baleful Strix, that's not fair. They can attack through moat. Enlightened Tutor's not a bad one. Take the one. Opponent will cast a Signet for 3. And then we will attempt to Enlighten Tutor. Do we grab the portal here? I think so. I think we just start drawing extra cards. Alright, so now we got our card draw online. We're fully staxing them out now. Vamp Tutor from our opponent, that's scary. Snapcaster Charter Course or Snap Tutor? Snapchart. I guess they want to discard a card because otherwise they could have attacked with a Baleful Strix. Makes sense. No. I would like to pay homage. Karn plus Karn. Island. Play Excavator. Say go. Yeah, this matchup just seems very, very bad. Opponent thought seizes us. Big stretch. Not even necessarily tired, just really had to stretch. Alright, so our out here is drawing a Ballista. None of those were Ballista. I don't really think we're losing to our own moat as much as we're just losing to Gristle. Oh, that's a lot of mana. Ashen Rider to blow up the portal. That's one that might get us out of this. then play our land. To cast this. We then cast this. We then cast this. And then we cast this. Well, that was a turn. And then I suppose we can discard this. Good old upheaval. Can always pull things out. Opponent has more cards in their hand than they do their library. Oh, good old upheaval. Scarab God. Heck yeah. No. Attack for 8, put you down to 3. Baleful Strix, and I'm pretty sure you're dead. Attack. Wow. That upheaval completely turned this game around. It's giving us a game 3. Man, this card is good. Do we want to change anything for game 3? I think we just resubmit. Try it again for game 3. Hopefully game 3 goes like game 2. This hand seems way too slow. We'll mulligan. This hand 2 seems kind of slow. Here we go. Three. Suppose we'll put these 2 to the bottom. Mana Vault, go. Ah, the old turn 2 demonic tutor. The fairest and most balanced form of magic. No. Put that in I think we just want a lodestone golem. Baleful Strix. Nope. This into play tapped and pass. Rutro Raggy. I would like to enlighten Tutor. I would like to put Mode on top of my deck. Go ahead, opponent. What bombs can we get with the Tutor? We don't have like a lot of bombs, but like we have good things like Moat, O-Stone. We have Tinker with Inkwell Leviathan. Siggy or Chuck, I think you guys have been able to hear me. Weird. Check, 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 check. Could it be on It's Tough? Weird, I haven't changed anything. I wonder why. Check, 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 check. Check, check. How's that? Is that much better? Too loud, too soft. Thanks for saying something, by the way, Steve. Oh yeah, if that ever happens, like let me know. I can try to adjust settings. Does this sound like any better at all? I think my mic might not have been plugged in all the way. How's that now? Try unplugging your guys' headsets and see if you can't hear me better now. I would like to vote for Carnage. Alright, let's get our Mode on. Still a bit quiet, but much better. How's this? Is this much better? This is like full volume. Cool. Really weird. I wonder why I had to change it from where I used to have it before. cool. I'm glad we had it fixed at least. Sorry to everyone that's been listening to the stream up till this point. Well, this one is not looking good for the hometown heroes. This matchup seems really rough. The fact that like Gristlebrand just like counteracts our moat really stinks. I guess it's Mox then Pilgrim. Not much we can do about the Gristlebrand. Joke's on you, opponent. My card's bad. Do we have an answer for Grizzledad? We have balance. Doesn't do it. We have Oblivion Stone. Oblivion Stone is our answer. Not Basic Island. Basic Island is not an answer. Tinker is an answer. Because Tinker is the Oblivion Stone. Man, if our opponent was 3 less life, we could Mind Slaver to Gristlebrand our opponent. Darn. If only our opponent had 3 less life. I think it's O-Stone, and we have to hope that they just, like, can't reanimate their stuff after we blow up our whole entire board. What's in their graveyard? They have it on burial rights, so that's actually not good. I actually think we're going to go with the Mind Slaver and see if we can't try to kill them. Sure. Just give me less options. Makes sense. Alright, so we're gonna pay 7 life. Oh, we can Ashen Rider away their Gristlebrand! Okay, so we need to find a discard outlet. So that way we can do this at instant speed. And then they lose. So we pay 7 life again. Wow. Ugh. God, I love Mind Slaver. Nobody tell Nate that. Wow, I can't believe we pulled that round out. This deck is sweet. This deck's really, really sweet. The Kozilek's kind of random, but we just like needed another big payoff. And it's like the cheapest and next best one we have. I kind of took it early thinking we might see more ramp to just like be straight colorless. Or like maybe barely splashing colors. But we end up having to play like a decent amount of colored cards. But that being said, they're all pretty powerful, so. And our mana base works. Our mana base is actually decent. Surprisingly. We mind-slavered them, and then they eventually just kind of conceded. We put them down to 3, and then they conceded for some reason. Because I'm not really sure. We couldn't actually kill them because you can't pay life you don't have. But I was going to, I'm pretty sure, find a way to instant speed reanimate Ashen Rider, exiling their Gristlebrand and something else. Mindslaver is basically Emrakul the Promised End, except they don't get an extra turn. This is Mindslaver, actually. 6 mana artifact, 4 mana tap, sack it. You control target player during their next turn. This hand doesn't do anything, we'll mulligan. This hand definitely does something, but what? 3, 4. Is that turn 2 Gideon? I'm not going to complain about a turn 2 Gideon. Yeah, nifty. Botanical Sanctum into Noble Hierarch. That's turn 1 Gideon. But can we do it with the Signet? So 3 down to 2. 2 down to 5. Yes. Yes, we can. So we go Plains, Mana Vault, three, two, one. Yeah. Mana Vault, Orzhov Signet, Black Lotus, Crack Lotus for white, Gideon, plus Gideon on you, say go. What a turn 1. Welcome to Vintage Cube. Man, I'm so glad we got the Lotus in one of these cubes. Lotus is such a fun card, and it's really cool to, like, actually watch Lotus plays happen. Oh, our opponent tried to attack us with Noble Hierarch, but has to attack Gideon. Or they tried passing priority. We cannot pay, so we will not. Play our island, and this time... Do we just kill the Noble, actually? Kind of want to just kill the Noble. It's basically like blowing up a land. Go ahead, opponent. Gideon's just going to try his best to keep control of this game for us. Elves of the Deep Shadow. We cannot pay, so we won't. Take up Gideon on our opponent. That way they have to use their mana dork. Play a Pearl. Play an island. Say go. So basically Gideon's just being a giant removal spell right now that will eventually start being my opponent when I feel like we need to. We're going to untap our Mana Vault on our turn. That way we don't keep taking damage. Opponent plays yet another elf. One, two, three, and 4. Yes, I would like to pay. Land. And I would like to play a Corsive Portal. Well, that's rude. I'm gonna kill your dork for that. Go ahead. So Gideon's basically killed 2 mana dorks currently. We have about 1 billion mana in play right now. While we wait for our opponent to think. Oh, JK. They played an Edric. And oh yeah, they do get to attack us here. So they will get to draw a card. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Regrowth is a sweet one. Not one we can play, unfortunately, without using Mana Vault. I think we're going to plus Gideon this time. We're going to try to pick back up our portal for our next turn. Opponent has to attack Gideon this time, so the Edric will be getting killed. Uh-oh. Channel is never a good card for your opponent to cast. Especially when a storm counter pops up. Is this like Plow Under? Or is this Crater Hoof? Battle Ball. Our opponent's just going off over there. Acidic Slime. Probably blowing up our Tropical Island if I had to take a guess. It's like Tropical Island or Orzhov Signet. And he goes down to 4. portal. And we will plus to make our opponent attack Gideon again this turn. Just keep trying to buy us as much time as we can. Primal Command. I want to see what they get, but then we're conceding. Because we are very, very dead. The hoof. Oh, they put Gideon on top, so I'm dead. Well, I guess we're not dead to this, actually, right? Yeah, we're dead. Alright, so what do we want to do against the green deck? Probably want, like, Wall of Blossoms, Blast Zone, Ramming Up Excavator, then. Armageddon seems pretty bad. Yeah, I think that's all we're gonna do. Yeah. It's possible this Kozilek just shouldn't be in our deck, but we can generate a bunch of mana. Like this hand. Turn 1, Elvish Mystic, go. I think we take an El Natural draw. No, you. Wall of Fruits. Draws a forest. What if we just play an Oblivion Stone then? Go ahead, opponent. Yeah, I think the green decks are probably the most like, it's either green or mono red, I would say, is the most powerful deck in Vintage Cube. Probably green. I would not like to pay. Go ahead, opponent. Are we passing to me? We are. I would like to put a fate counter on my mana vault. That's not bad. Play a big old walking ballista. Alright, go ahead, opponent. Yavamai Elder. Opponent passes back to us. We draw an uncastable Gideon. Go to combat. Pump up the ballista. Yep. Draw your card. I assume that island was one of the lands they found. Yep. The old fair and balanced channel. Opponent's really thinking about this. It's not bad, opponent. white source. Battle ball. Oh, opposition. Man, our opponent's deck is nutty. How do we win? I guess we ping all the tokens here. I guess we don't have to kill this one. And now we get the old slow grind of pumping up Walking Ballista. I will float one. I will float two. And I will enlighten tutor. What if we just grab O-Stone here? O-Stone or Signet? I think it's O-Stone. Play our O-Stone. Pass it on over. I don't know why we didn't attack him for one. We're like still very much in this game. We're like way ahead on clock. Someday. Opponent's trying to figure out how to... Oh. Well, that's a mighty good way to get out of it. I don't think we die, though. Alright, go ahead, opponent. That's fair. I would like to blow up the Oblivion Stone. Yes, I would like to untap the Mana Vault. I unfortunately have nothing to do with it, though. Opponent gets in there for one. Plays another elf. That's our luck. If we would have drawn that last turn, we'd have a game. Man, that's rough. A blast zone would have been insane here. I mean, I think we couldn't have really gone for the Signet. Guess our mana kind of bit us in the butt this game. Which was like something we were kind of asking for by playing 3 colors, but... I think it made our deck the most powerful that it could. Oh well. Still a fun deck. Draft was really cool. I have fun no matter how I do, so this deck was really cool. But such is Cube, you win some, you lose some. Much like how you can win big by saving a lot of money at momsbasementgames.tcgplayerpro.com when you buy your Magic the Gathering singles from there. We will have the best deals on anything you're looking to buy, from basic lands to staples. momsbasementgames.tcgplayerpro.com has you covered. If you're watching on YouTube in the future, check down in that description box below for all the links that I'm going to be talking about. But also try to tune in live to our Twitch sometimes. It's really fun, and you can interact with us like Siggy Stardust, Sir Bear, or Chuck the Third do. On top of that, We would super appreciate it if you gave us a like on Facebook, followed us on Twitter at MomsBasementMTG, or went back to our YouTube channel to check out the best standard, modern, legacy, vintage, commander, pauper, pioneer, and now vintage cube content. On top of that, I would super appreciate it if you gave me a follow on Twitter. My Twitter's at RichieTMTG. I talk magic, memes, music, League of Legends, anything else you want to talk about, hit me up on Twitter. I'm always willing to chat. If you're looking for any other forms of social media to find us on, you can find Mom's Basement Games on Instagram at Mom's Basement Games, or you can find me on Instagram at RichieT2196. And with that, though, guys, I'm going to head on out of here, and I don't really know what I'm going to do after this, but I will see you guys in the future. Bye.